Good morning, class 4th. It's your computer period, and I am your computer teacher, Jyoti. Today, we are going to begin a new chapter number 5, Hardware and Software. Before starting this chapter, I just want to make you a recall about the previous chapters we have studied before. First one was Know Your Computer. In that, we study about our input units, output units, processing units, and we have also studied about computer memory in chapter 2, and we are going to use that in this chapter, hardware and software. Now, how the devices are related to that hardware. So let's begin the chapter. What is hardware? First of all, what is the meaning of hardware and what is the meaning of software? So hardware is that part of computer, or hardware are those parts of computer to which we can see, we can feel, as well as we can touch them. For example, we can easily touch monitor, we can easily touch keyboard, mouse, speakers, printer, and all the devices given in this book. And also we can touch the microprocessor, RAM, ROM, hard disk, and all those devices which are inside our computer case, or we can call it CPU box. Okay, we can touch all kind of hardware, whether it is internal or external. We can also touch our storage devices like CDs, DVDs, pen drives, memory card, all that. We can easily touch them because they are hardware, and hardware can be easily seen, feel, and we can touch them. Okay, this is the definition of hardware. Now come to next point. What is software? Software, it is that part of computer which cannot be touched. We can only see that. Okay, we can only see their symbol, we can see their how they are working. Okay, we can only see them, but we cannot touch them. For example, in computer, if you want to make a drawing, you will use Microsoft Paint. You will operate that by using a pointing device called mouse, but you cannot directly touch that, just like your paper and drawing sheet. You cannot touch that, you can only see that. Okay, so that part of computer which cannot be touched but can be seen, that is software. Hardware is can be touched, can be seen, can be feel, but to software we can see only but we cannot touch it. Okay, so now let's begin with the first topic given in your book, external hardware. Then we will study about, after external hardware we will study about internal hardware. So let's begin. You know, computer is an electronic machine. Yes, we all know that computer is an electronic machine. It is made of different parts. Yes, it includes all the components required to make a computer. It has all the components that are required to make a computer. You can touch and feel these parts. Yes, we can easily touch them, we can feel them. So they are called hardware. Computer hardware comes into two basic varieties, external and internal. What is external hardware? See this. These are the external hardwares. Why do we call them external hardware? Because all the structure of these hardware can be easily seen to us. They can be easily placed on desk or on table. We can easily see their structure, how they look, and what material is used in making them. And now we can easily see the whole structure of it. But there are some devices that are used inside this. cannot be seen, and we call them internal hardware, which can be touched only when we will open our device only. Otherwise they cannot be seen to the outside world. They are, but they cannot be seen. So let's study external hardware. External hardware refers to the hardware that connects to the outside of the CPU case. So what are the devices that are connected to your CPU box? At the end of CPU box there are some ports, or we call them socket. We used a USB cable and we can easily connect our devices to the CPU for the functioning. For example, if we want to type, we can connect our keyboard at the opposite side of the CPU box where ports or sockets are given. If we take out that USB cable from that port, then our keyboard will stop working. Okay, so those devices which are connected to the CPU case or which can be seen to outside world are called external hardware. It includes all input, output and storage devices which can be externally connected to a computer. Always keep in mind, external hardware is externally connected to a computer. Some of the common external hardware devices are the monitor, keyboard, mouse, printer and speakers. All these devices are visible on the screen. We can connect them directly with our computer by using a USB cable and connect it to the ports which is present at the back of cabinet or CPU box, or we can call it computer case. You can connect external hardware to your computer through the computer ports. So I hope it is clear to you what is external hardware. Now come to our next topic, what is internal hardware. These all are hardware. We can easily touch them, we can feel them, but not all the time we can touch them. Just like we can put our hand easily on the screen, but we cannot touch them all the time because they are inside computer case. Just like ROM, RAM, we have studied about this in previous chapter about ROM and RAM. We cannot place them externally. These are hardwares, that is actual, but we have to keep it inside computer case. They cannot be placed directly on desk or table because it is not included in their functioning. They can only perform function, they can only work if they are placed at their proper place, that is inside CPU box or in computer case. And here are some devices that are given on the screen, just like CPU. What is CPU? The brain of computer, or we can call it processor or microprocessor, because all the task of processing or from making our data to meaningful information, that is done by CPU, and that is why it is keep inside the computer case. Okay, just tell me one thing. We all have brain? Yes, we all have. So can we see that? No, we cannot see that, but we can feel that we are using our mind in calculating the problems, in solving the problems. But can we see our brain, how our brain looks like? No, we can see our head, we can see our hairs in the mirror, but we cannot see our brain because that is something which is internal. Okay, so in the same way, computer has CPU which is its brain, and it is something that is internal, so it comes under internal hardware. Next one is hard disk. Hard disk is also placed inside CPU box, है ना, and our storage devices like CD, DVDs, they all are placed inside the slots given, like DVD slots, CD slots, है ना. So we place them on that slot and they also keep inside the CPU box. We cannot see them all the time. So this is the main difference between external and internal hardware. Now this includes the central processing unit, CPU, the brain of the computer, memory chips that are used for temporary data storage while you work, disk drive that are used for long-term storage, and circuit boards that supply many of the ports on the back of the computer case. Our motherboard, our CPU or microprocessor, RAM, ROM, hard disks, all are internal hardware and we cannot touch them all the time, just like we can touch keyboard whenever we work on computer. So we only touch them only when it is needed, just like we need a maintenance schedule for our hardwares. At that time only we can touch them. We cannot touch them all the time. We can easily touch our printer, mouse, speakers while working, but not all the time we can touch our hard disk, computer case, CPU, because it will generate a current also if you ever do that. So never try to do that. Just work on your system properly. This is the difference between external and internal hardware. I hope you got both the topics. So in tomorrow's lecture we will study about software, and we have two types of software. First one is system software and another one is application software. I told you what is software. That part of computer which cannot be touched but can be easily seen. It is a complete set of instructions on which a computer works. There is a sequence or a series or a set of instructions on which our computer actually works. That is software. Okay, and there are two types of software: system software and application software. So basically I just want to give you a brief description. What is system software? You can see that here is an image of Microsoft Windows. I think you are more familiar to Microsoft Windows than other operating systems. So what is that? Whenever we switched on our computer, we used to see that logo of or we can call it operating system. All the internal working is controlled by this software or operating systems, and all these are examples of system softwares. Okay, and next one is work on different applications. Just like our phone has a lot of applications in that, just like in today's we can use Microsoft Word in our make them on Microsoft Word, that is used for creating documents. Microsoft Word is an application software that is used to create documents. Microsoft Excel is a tabular form of document. Microsoft Access is a kind of database about which we will study tomorrow. Microsoft PowerPoint, sometimes I used to show you few presentations, so I create all those presentation in Microsoft PowerPoint. And Microsoft Office is a complete package of all that application softwares. So this is a brief description hardware and software. So in tomorrow's class we will continue our topic of software. Till then, study about what is hardware. If you want, then you can take examples from Google, or you can note it down from your book also. So you should know what are external hardware and internal hardware. So keep learning. We will continue our topic of software from tomorrow. So take care. Bye.